Hey everyone, this is Kat, and today I'm going to talk to y'all about easy ways to make gold in WoW without a garrison. So the first step is you need to have a good add-on for the auction house. For instance, Trade Skill Master, it's a good add-on. Auctioneer, Auctionator, my personal favorite is Zygor. Zygor has a golden auction guide that I absolutely love. So when I go to the auction house, so having a good auction add-on is the first step. Alright, next is the old content raids. Specifically Firelands, Dragon Soul, and ICC generally will net a lot because you get BOEs that you can sell that some people will desire to get their hands on. So, old content rates is on the list as well. In Firelands alone, you can actually net about 200 gold per run. And I've heard people being able to net more with Dragon Soul and ICC.
So you didn't know that the lead singer played bass? It never dawned on me that frickin' Paul was playing.
If you are a tank, a healer, or a high level toon, you can also sell dungeon runs and carries. For instance, dungeon runs to lower levels or higher levels who want to level up their alts. Generally will actually net a pretty decent amount of gold. If you're into PvP, you can also, and you've got a really high rating, you can also sell PvP carries as well. Modern raids. Even in the LFR, if you take a look, the LFR for the first three, I'm not sure about the others, but for the first three, each one gives you 154 gold. So if you were able to do all the first three in one day, then that would be 464 gold. I mean 462 gold. I'm sorry about that mishap. You can also selling your BOEs on the auction house.
That's when you get the time and a half on it. Right, and then 50 to anything, because by the parameters that he gave us, over 50 is double time. See, and that'll cover your 10 hours there. I see what you did. Okay. Plus the C2 times 40.
Oh, selling your BOEs on the auction house generally
Otherwise is zero.
will net you a decent amount of gold.
Okay, gotcha. Just hit escape. We'll take you out. If you hit escape, we'll take you out of the question. Yeah. Okay. So you cover that.
Your dailies. Dailies is another way of making gold, and yes, there is a daily for the garrisons, but it is not that bad. That is like the only thing I don't mind doing in regards to my garrison is that daily. And you've got Frostwall in dungeon dailies, fishing dailies, battle pets dailies, High Overlord Sourfang dailies, Harrison Jones treasure contracts, Shadowhunter Taijin daily quest, Garrison Assault daily quest, and Garrison building dailies. Those are the dailies that we have for Warlords of Draenor. The Emerald Whelpling is also another good way of getting gold. There is currently none in the auction house. However, the Emerald Whelpling is worth about 500,000 gold on at least my server. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's not 500,000 gold. It's about 25k on my server, which is Cenarian Circle / Sisters of Elune. And you can find them in Feralis. They drop off of the Noxious Whelplings. They have a 0.09% chance of dropping, which explains why the price is up. So, if you got time, go farm yourself a couple and pop them in the auction house. You can also buy supply. For instance, if you know that... Let's see. If you know that true iron ore, which... If you know for a fact that true iron ore is high in demand, You can, let's say, you want to buy.
This one gives me all better energy.
Plus, it increases your max hit points.
You can actually
That one
buy
gives me health
some.
regeneration. But this one gives me 500% perception.
Or
Range?
black record. Well,
Precipitation.
you can buy like
Yeah,
this
it costs
20.
500
If you have the gold, you can buy the
up to 20 seconds.
cheap ones out and then resell them for a higher price.
Yeah, it's one of those.
So it's called
Do you want the exploits?
buy low, sell high.
I wanted the. Oh, shit.
All too often, I do get asked why do I still do normals,
You haven't
even
ran
though
the content.
I don't really need normals.
None of
Like
you run the
my
new
item level 632, I can do LFRs. I didn't really need normals or heroics, but
Broken Circle.
if you take a look,
That's
No,
the
I
one
haven't
that we-
run that yet.
a
That's
random
the-
normal for a level
in
100 will
ranks.
give you 30 gold for the first one.
Which is why I'm here.
The heroic will give me 69 gold. Well, that's 30 gold and 69 gold that you didn't have before. And then if it's the time walking weekend, you can run a time walking dungeon and that will give you 36 gold. LFRs is 154 gold per.
You get a tactical pre-fire chamber, which gives you plus 20% cannon damage.
Battlegrounds give you things. Sometimes you get gold out of the strong box if you win. If it gives you a gear piece, you can vendor that if you don't need it.
Not to worry about running that one. At August 6th.
Doing real raids. Like if you see someone spamming, that they need a healer for HFC, which is Hellfire Citadel, you can run that, and you'll get some gold there too.
Alright, so what do you need?
You can also get the Potion of Luck, which will allow you to sometimes find extra treasure from monsters in Pandaria. It lasts 20 minutes. Over 20 minutes, you can go farm something in Pandaria somewhere, and you'll get some extra items that you might be able to vendor, sell, or use, depending on what the item is and what level of tune you're on. BC Dungeons. So you can run Burning Crusade Dungeons, and that will help get gold. Doing full clears of everything. That doesn't mean go into the Everbloom and skip mobs. If you go into the Everbloom, kill everything, because sometimes you will get BOEs even off trash, even in a normal. And sometimes those BOEs are epic, and they sell for very well. So every green and blue that you get, BOE, BOP,
Holy crap.
if you don't need it, then stick it up in the auction house and vendor it.
I upgraded my minigun.
And last but not least, selling your lower level crafting mats that you do not need. Oh, that's not last actually. Lower level crafting mats that you do not need and will never use again
When it upgraded it, it gave me a new one instead.
can get sold
Wait, what?
for a decent amount of gold.
When
What did you upgrade?
This one?
You upgraded anti-war, anti-protection.
Okay, last but
that's
not least, a lot of times some of those BOEs and blues that you try to sell keep coming back to you. There's still a way to sell them. Disenchant them. If you
Which one?
cannot disenchant because you are not an enchanter,
The fluidic ripple that the anti-protection.
then find an enchanter who can disenchant them. If you have BOPs and soulbound stuff that you want to sell,
And my team now consists of. I haven't tried Zara.
then ask an enchanter if you can rent or use their enchanter sanctum.
He doesn't have a.
He's more useful.
And this way you can still get your stuff disenchanted. And then you can take those mats and sell them in the auction house. More than likely those mats, lower level or not, will still sell If they're not lower level, then they'll sell because people are trying to sell them. Or trying to level up their enchanting. Those are all the tips I have for you in regards of ways to make gold without your garrison. So, I'm hoping I didn't leave anything off. If you feel that I left something off, please feel free to say so in the comments. Some PvPers actually told me that you can also make gold through arenas, which I haven't tested because I'm not a huge PvP person, so if you are, you know, go ahead and check that one and let me know if that actually works for you or not.
Those are all his ground abilities. That's why it doesn't look the same.
But I hope you enjoyed my video.
Yeah, he's easy. That one's easy because you can buy both of those training modules from.
And if you like my video, please feel free to
because of his space traits that he has,
hit
automatic ones.
Hit the thumbs up.
Bonus damage and perception, and increased work efficiency.
Subscribe to my channel and share my video. And I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. And thank you for stopping by and watching.